But that is the nature of the disease. That is what addiction is.
Cara Delevingne finally speaks about her addiction. At 30, the model opens up about the reality check moment that led her to seek treatment and get sober. Cara Delevingne is now finally sober after sparking concern with her behavior last year on multiple occasions, opening up about her sobriety to Vogue in her most candid interview yet. What is model Cara Delevingne using to get help? Find out by watching this video, as you clearly do not want to miss out on this. Before taking the modeling industry by storm, Cara Delevingne grew up in a prestigious, high society family with her father, Charles, an accomplished property developer, and her socialite mother, Pandora. The youngest of 4, behind sisters Poppy and Chloe and half-brother Alex Jaffe, Delevingne was raised in the lap of luxury in London's upscale and affluent Belgravia district. With her family tree overflowing with titled politicians, debutantes, millionaires, and a publishing magnate, her childhood appeared idyllic to outsiders, but it was apparently all smoke and mirrors. What should have been a charmed upbringing was rife with drug abuse, depression, and frequent suicidal thoughts that followed her into adulthood. Even after making her mark on the modeling world, thanks to her iconic eyebrows and her nearly perfect runway walk, she still struggled to maintain a sense of normalcy while battling the demons from her past. Cara Delevingne sat down with Vogue to reflect on her battle with addiction and her ongoing healing. The model has admitted to reaching out for help after seeing heartbreaking images of herself published online in 2022. At just 30 years old and 4 months sober, model Cara Delevingne has finally gotten the courage to face the speculation about her mental health. Just a few months ago, the actress and model made news that she may be grappling with a substance abuse problem, or her mental health crisis came to a head when the paparazzi pictures of a shoeless, disheveled Cara Delevingne behaving erratically outside the Van Nuys airport. Also, around the same time, pictures of friend and fellow actress Margot Robbie leaving Delevingne's home looking visibly upset, which fed the rumor mill even further. The concerns and worry for Delevingne worsened again when there was a clip of her looking shaky on the 2022 Met Gala red carpet that went viral. Now, after 7 months, Cara Delevingne seems ready to share what was really going on with her last fall. In her cover interview with Vogue, the model called the airport paparazzi photos the reality check she needed to enter rehab and commit to getting sober from drugs and alcohol. Delevingne has always said that she was the complete opposite of her siblings. She was pulled out of classes to meet with mental health professionals who, Delevingne admitted to Vogue magazine, she would screw with to frustrate them so they would drop her as a patient. As a child, she was misdiagnosed several times, including at the age of 9 when she was told she read at the level of a 16-year-old. And when she finally turned 16, she was told she had the reading ability of a 9-year-old. She was eventually diagnosed with dyspraxia, a developmental disorder in which people have trouble coordinating their thoughts and movements. It is ironic considering she now gracefully sachets down a runway for a living. After she was sent off to a Hampshire boarding school called Bedalis, she eventually dropped out to follow in her sister Poppy's footsteps and try her hand at the modeling industry, Vogue reported. Thankfully, her risky decision definitely paid off. She became a multifaceted star when she revealed her modeling, beatboxing, singing, and acting prowess to the world, and it was the latter that helped her snag a role in the 2017 film Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. While chatting with the movie's director, Luc Besson, for a piece published in GQ magazine, Besson mentioned how fearless the actress appeared on set, noting that Delevingne's skin shows an anxiety inside. Delevingne explained by stating, "Inside, I have so many fears. I work in an industry where I care what other people think, and I'm nervous all the time. If I don't admit that it's going on, it comes out in my skin." She went on to reveal that she has psoriasis, and during the filming of the movie, she had numerous flare-ups. Admitting that it's difficult for her to cry and show emotion, Delevingne said the scaly, dry patches on her skin are her body's ways of releasing bad feelings. Cara shared that she had been lying to herself that she was fine, but the photographs and subsequent concern of fans made her realize that she wasn't looking good and needed help. "I hadn't slept. I was not okay," she said of the watershed moment, explaining that she'd just returned from Burning Man. "It is heartbreaking because I thought I was having fun, but at some point, it was like, okay, I don't look well." Abuse issues after seeing scary paparazzi photos of herself and when she started realizing that she was in a bad place. At that point, there were a lot of people who were very worried, understandably so, she said in a video published recently. "But I wasn't really worried though." But that is the nature of the disease. That is what addiction is. Eventually, Cara Delevingne realized she needed to enter long-term treatment, a 12-step program instead of subscribing to a quick fix such as a week retreat that she would not fully do. "There is an element of feeling invincible when I'm on drugs," Delevingne continued about the Burning Man trip. She further said, "I put myself in danger in those moments because I don't care about my life. I would climb anything and jump off stuff, and it felt feral. It is a scary thing to the people around you who love you." By the time Cara made it to the Met Gala just 2 weeks later, the model was fucking exhausted, having suffered another personal blow, the death of her grandmother. The model walked the red carpet with a few patches of psoriasis peeking through the gold body paint, which served as her shirt for the massive event. "It was a sign of the major stress in my life, that I could not cope, that my body, this sensitive organ, could not handle it." Cara got blackout at the after parties following the Met Gala. "The day after, I had to travel to my granny's funeral," she told the magazine. "It was horrible." The model says that in some ways, the worrying airport paparazzi pictures were something to be grateful for. Shortly after that, a group of childhood friends intervened. The model said, "If you're not face first on the floor and ready to get up again, you won't." At that point, I really was. Cara Delevingne subsequently entered rehab and had started a 12-step recovery program. "Before, I was always into the quick fix of healing, going to a week-long retreat or to a course for trauma, say, and that helped for a minute. But it didn't ever really get to the nitty-gritty, the deeper stuff," said Delevingne. "This time, I realized that 12-step treatment was the best thing, and it was about not being ashamed of that. The community made a huge difference. The opposite of addiction is connection, and I really found that in 12-step." Cara Delevingne told Vogue that depression and a tendency to self-destruct run rampant in her family. She realized she suffered from the same plight as the members of her prestigious lineage when she told the magazine that when things are going well in her life for too long, she prefers to ruin it. One particularly low moment came on the heels of her ascension to superstardom. She was living in New York, and her career as a model and actress was moving ahead at lightning speed. She had plans to go on a much-needed vacation, but the day before her departure, she had thoughts of suicide. "I had a way, and it was right there in front of me. And I was like, I need to decide whether I love myself as much as I love the idea of death," she told the magazine. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video and found it interesting, then make sure to leave us a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be always updated with the most exciting content as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in another video.